This channel is made possible by viewers like you. My viewers, subscribers, and patrons greatly help to keep this channel going. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all of you. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get access to what I'm working on, previews of upcoming content, and even early videos, along with other tier options for those that are interested. Thank you, and now on to the video. Remasters of old favorites seem to be coming out at a regular rate now. It does seem like Star Wars titles are getting a good go of it too. I love many of these games centered around the original trilogy and especially the prequels. I grew up seeing those films within the theaters and I will defend them. I love them, especially Revenge of the Sith. But even so, they expanded a lot of the fiction and allowed for many great games to come from the films as they furthered stuff that maybe was just touched on in those movies. One of those games was centered all around Jango Fett. You get to see a time before we knew him in episode 2. I think it strengthens his character, the world, and adds another layer of richness to it. Star Wars Bounty Hunter is the newest game to get the remaster treatment, and I got to spend some time with it. Bounty Hunter was and is a good flawed game that I remember fondly from my childhood. I had so much fun with it. It was great being able to control a bounty hunter with all assortment of gadgets and tools. The game even has some cool moments where you even earn many of your gadgets through the game. It's pretty awesome when you first get to use the jetpack as it allows for this freeing feeling and verticality to the gameplay. Sound, music, and presentation wise, the game is just top notch. Everything is lifted from the film, even with the character who played Jango coming back to voice act him too. Something else I like was also being able to mess around with some of the levels. Sometimes areas are populated with NPC characters, and you can play around with them, like throwing explosives at them or lighting them on fire. It's fun, gamey things like this that as a kid, and honestly as an adult, it's just plain fun. Now much more specifically on the remaster itself. While I can say that the game does feel very similar to how it was with its original version. The improvements to the resolution and graphics is a nice touch. It looks sharp and I really like it. The added camera and aiming controls is a nice touch, even though the lock-on could still use some more work. But while I have not played this remaster a lot, I do have some concern that I think maybe more could have been done here to really iron out the game more. Bounty Hunter has its fair share of difficulty and cheapness issues that really start to pop up after a few levels, along with a checkpoint continue system that causes a lot of frustration. My guess is that if this remastered followed the same path as the other Aspyr ones, then not much was done to actually improve the game, outside of those few things I mentioned before. Bounty Hunter is one that could really benefit from a more expansive remaster. I plan on reporting back as I give this one some more time. Were you a fan of the Star Wars prequel games? Did you play or enjoy Bounty Hunter? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're interested in being notified of new videos, please hit the subscribe button and bell. And if you would like to support the channel and get early access to content, please check out my Patreon. All of the links will be at the end of this video and within the description. And thank you very much for watching.